Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome back to some more Universim. Shall we continue? Our little nuggets are building their little world, creating their little homes, making a little warehouse, and I'm in love with all of them. For they are my children and I am their god. I'm having a lot of fun so far with this game. It's still clearly very early in development, but there's enough here to really enjoy, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I want to say thank you for the huge support on episode 1. Always really enjoyable to kind of be able to throw up a new series, even if it's going to be a mini series, and see a ton of people just liking it as much as I'm enjoying playing it. So it's been a good time. So thank you for that, guys. I sincerely mean that. Looks like our well is working. All right, we got somebody. I think we have somebody working over here. We can actually get rid of. Well, I don't know what this little bar means, but we can actually like let go of Adahi. But he's going to go do his own thing. We have our own construction worker, our own engineer who's going around fixing houses and all that nonsense. We only need one engineer for right now, so I'm not going to be too concerned. And we have some research going on as well, which is some farming. And I think this is just like they get a little stronger, which I assume means they'll be able to chop things down. It's also autumn, so we have the winter months ahead of us soon. I'm curious what winter is going to be like. Hopefully it's not going to be too terrible. And we also have ourselves our little fishing hut over here. In one of the, we have one person assigned. It's locked, but we have one person assigned over here. This is this local warehouse icon indicates how many fish are waiting to be gutted. They can't be consumed by nuggets until they are converted into raw food. And then the local warehouse icon indicates how much raw food is being stored. So they've got 4 fish waiting to be gutted, 1 that's already done. We got 1 guy fishing, and now we actually have ourselves our warehouse, which it's kind of funny because our warehouse is just a giant metal slab as of right now, but it's going to be useful. This is like our stockpile, and that's what we need. It looks like we got some repairs going on over here, and just overall things are going well for our little nuggets here on planet hell, I guess. With the lakes freezing over, the fishing season is coming to an end. Seafood lovers everywhere shed a silent tear. Bundle up, winter is here. All right, cool. So it means they cannot fish anymore. It doesn't look like you can actually. Oh, wait, no, it is freezing. Kind of. It looks like it is all starting to freeze. That's awesome. I mean, winter has arrived. Agricultural research is done. Why don't we get an eatery getting researched? I'd like to get them, like, you know, local businesses and happiness, but honestly, I think we're better off getting the more important stuff out of the way. And with farming, will they just farm on their own? I've already got these. Archive, warehouse, farm. Okay, cool. So I actually have to put a farm down. Farm allows your civilization to become more self-sufficient and rely less on scavenging food from the land. Random bear attacks and reckless taste testing of strange and potentially deadly plants may soon become a thing of the past. Farms are made up of farm plots, which can be used to grow crops for your people. And we've got 2 new adults. So we can make farms. Oh my god, they're huge. And that's grassland. What does that even mean? Grassland. Pardon me, I'm just kind of seeing what that means. Forest. I don't know if it matters where I end up putting the farms. Let's see. Our home is over here, and I don't know if I want to spread out the farms. I guess the issue that I have right now is that the way I have it all laid out. Everything laid out. I put them in between 3 water sources, which is good, but it did limit the amount of like actual land that I have, and I can't really like dictate and make them go elsewhere if you think about it. There's no way to put like another evolutionary totem pole somewhere or anything. They just have their own thing going on. So let's get a farm up, shall we? I don't want to bust up too many rocks. The things that are glowing are that show like what we lose in the process. But I'm not going to get too concerned. We'll get 1 here. I don't know if we want 2. I'm thinking we do. So why don't we get 2 up and running? I was hoping to get it like lined up directly with it, but I can't. It's like auto-rotating on its own, which is kind of weird. Well, let's just get the 1 farm up and running then for now. Everybody's all bundled up. Are they actually wearing anything? Do they actually look like they're bundled up? Or are they not really wearing like anything? They don't look like they're wearing anything new. The water only froze a little bit on the edges, but not really in the middle yet. And I wonder if that's just because of how nature actually works. Like this one actually is almost frozen all the way. That's kind of cool. I hope we have enough food to get us through the winter. If we die through the winter, that would suck. I don't think we can grow anything through the winter, but the reason able to stand up on its own. The reason I want to get this up here and through the winter is that I want it to start farming the minute they're able to actually
Imagine
do it.
a credit card
Excuse
with the power
me?
to bring you
Oh
closer
God!
to the new
Oh
card you
God!
dream.
1 second.
With the buy-power-
I don't know if you heard that. I think that was Reddit. I had it open. I guess there was an ad playing in the background. But if you guys want a car, now you know. Aha and Yumga have tied the knot. Now they can look forward to their hour-long something or other. I can never finish that sentence, but it looks like we're also building a stone hut. All right, elbow grease has been researched. So now iron stomachs, let's pause it real quick. Iron stomachs, bad drinking water disease resistance, and corpse disease resistance. That sounds really good. Clothing, nugget accessories, and nugget health, and then of course recreation. I don't know, man. I feel like iron stomach is gonna be super important. What's going on here? Well, how about we get another person in here? We have a lot of laborers, so let's get somebody here. We'll get a couple of people doing this now. We don't need anybody in here. Kelhu and Zio get married. Those poor fools. Well, the good thing is our population seems to be popping off. They are just straight up banging a ton, and it's actually working wonderful for us. Overwrite confirmation, yes. Just overwrite it. Amba has been born. They have no idea what they're getting into. And cooking research has been completed, so we can now do some cooking. So you do clothing or local businesses. I don't know if I really worry about their happiness all that much, but it looks like I don't have a choice, so let's go ahead and get recreation. Like I don't know, I'm their god, man. Do I look like I give a shit about their happiness? My concern also is going to lie squarely with the fact that as the population is starting to pop off in the winter, our food supplies are going to start getting kind of chomped at very, very quickly. So let's hope that it doesn't end up being too bad. I don't know if picking up rocks actually matters. Like, what happens if I just pop a rock like that? Hopefully nothing. I think I'm going to end up getting... Stone has been completing. Getting another water pump. We are slowly, very, very slowly draining this. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is throwing another water pump, but over here in this one as well. And I do like that if I click on this, I can actually see the fish population. Eventually, we will run out of fish if we overfish. I wonder if the fish population will naturally increase over time. So it's 4688 right now. Let's see if I can check it back later and see if it's going to end up being higher. Because I figured during the winter, you know, maybe... I love it. It's slowly freezing all the way across. Maybe over the winter, the fish population will replenish itself, but who knows? Doesn't look like it. What's wrong with you? Why are you miserable? Critically depressed. You are critically depressed. That's still a child, becomes an elder. Why are you critically depressed, man? Well, I guess it's good that we're doing research for happiness then. If we got some people who are wandering around being critically depressed. We're going to actually unassign this nugget and let her wander the town. And winter seems to be coming to an end. Everything seems to be getting green again, but maybe that's just because the graphics are off and not exactly 100% yet. Still working on this farm, which is good. The sooner we can get this thing, the better. It looks like we actually have all of the resources that we need already there. So it's just a matter of them just smacking their hammer on it until it's done. And if we get a farm up, we're in good position. So why don't we, while that's happening, get another water pump up and running? Eatery. Oh. Eateries are somewhat like the watering holes of the Stone Age. This is where nuggets go to eat, drink, and make merry. All nuggets who consume their meals here receive a happiness boost and stay fuller for longer. Additionally, the tasty beverages served here quench the nugget thirst for longer periods. Ooh, good to know. But right now, I'm just looking for a water pump. There it is. All right. We're going to drop that there. And I have no issues actually getting the eatery up and running. That's exciting. You know, watering holes. Basically, their local tavern. I kind of wanted to slam it there, but it looks like it's going to be too close. Well, we can just do it over here near the farm then. Boom. Drop that down. So we've got a farm over here, which... Farm UI overview. Hang on, we're definitely going to want to see this. Farms have 3 worker slots for the assignment of farmers. These nuggets will take care of all the planting, watering, and harvesting activities. Depending on their appearances, they may even double as scarecrows. Oh, good to know. Farms, unlike most buildings, don't require water to function. Water is only needed when it comes to planting crops. The amount of water needed depends on the type of crops you plant. When selecting a new crop to be planted, you must first consider the type of biome the farm is situated in. Every crop has its own climate preferences. Some grow faster in grassland regions, while others flourish in the desert. You can still plant and grow crops that aren't suited to the current biome, but their growth times and water requirements might be higher and food output lower. Farms have 2 local storage areas. One is used for food and the second for herbs. They fill up as your workers harvest these resources. Should they become full, farmers will cease planting new crops until the storage area is cleared out a bit. You can build warehouse in order to make more room. Only one crop can be growing in a farm at a time. When you select a new crop to plant, it will be planted every year at spring or summer and harvested in the fall in a loop until you select a different one. Certain crops have shorter growth times, so they may be harvested earlier than others. The white stripe present between the 2 dots indicates the current growth progress. If we want to change this, like the crop cycle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, as mentioned, you need to take the current biome into consideration when choosing a new crop plant. Crop biome preferences are shown in their detailed descriptions tab, which you can access by hovering your cursor over the eye icon. You can also view other details here, such as growth cycles. In each crop slot, there are 3 circles showing the growth time, expected food output, and water needed respectively. If the circles are full, it means that the current biome is best suited for the crop. If they're only partially filled, it means that the biome doesn't present the preferred conditions for the crop but still grow. That was a lot of information. So let's assign a nugget. Your delivery is going to drink. I don't know what any of this means. Sort nuggets by age. Is there like nuggets by how attractive they are? Stamina, might, health, thirst, hunger, age. All right, well, doesn't really matter all that much. Let's go ahead and grab Kelu. Kelu's going to be here. Choose a crop. All right, so grassland. Man-bro fruit. Listen here, bros and broettes. This fruit is perfectly comfortable in its masculinity, but that won't stop it from flexing in every passerby. It's pretty fast, and so its growth rate. It doesn't yield much, but at least it seems to handle temperature changes reasonably well. Then, so this is what? This is sort crops by growth time, sort crops based on the amount of food they produce, and sort crops by the water that requirement. So right now, bloody diarrhea fruit. That sounds horrible. Fortunately, its toxins can be neutralized through a relatively simple process, but the name remains to honor its founder. It outputs very little food, but it's such a pest that it grows in almost any climate at an alarming rate. So if we go by food, the biggest is the crystalline crabapple. Fruit that shatters like a fragile gem in the mouth, melting into delicious and nutritious liquid. Someone must have decided that a shiny rock looked good enough to eat. They were right. This fruit yields the highest food output, but also takes the longest to grow. Crop's expected growth speed, it can vary depending on the biome. Well, why don't we go with maybe something more minimum? Well, I guess it's either bloody diarrhea fruit, which is going to give us 12 food, but it's relatively fast. Sure, let's choose wrong season. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? If they're just going to do it on their own. So I assume it'll do its own thing. Alright, we'll see what happens when the season does come around. Hopefully it comes around well. And it'll automatically do it on its own. The ice is melting. You know what that means, don't you? No more pants! Oh, and fishing can resume as usual, too. I don't know, man. I can't unlock that. People are once again banging, which is fine. And we've got ourselves the eatery over here. We've got ourselves another Ooh, water pump. Done. Perfect. That's actually really good. All right, recreation is done. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. Ancient burial. The death of a nugget can be tragic, but such is the curse of mortality. Cemetery and funeral pyre. Very useful. Traditional healing. We get a witch doctor. Dew forecasting. Forecasting tower and bunker. Why don't we get, like... I feel like people are going to start getting old, so let's get our cemetery researched. And we are now growing it perfectly, which is what we need. All right, good. So yeah, let's research a cemetery for when our nuggets do end up kicking it. Because at some point, age is going to claim them. And that's going to be a problem. So with that actually done, we can now look at making ourselves a local businesses. A happy civilization, a successful one. When every nugget walks around with a smile plastered across their face, that means you're doing something right. These buildings are sure to bring laughter and joy to everyone. So this is just like, hip hip hooray, everybody's going to have a good time. Right? Boom. Let's drop that here. Very few fingers were lost. Sweet. So we actually got iron stomachs. Power naps. Nugget might. Huge muscles. We can only do one of these two. Stamina recovery, I think, is going to be ideal. So let's go ahead and give them some stamina recovery. Meanwhile, we do have someone farming over here. No food is happening over here in the eatery. Let's go ahead and drop someone in. Adahai, welcome. You're suicidal. Well, that's horribly terrifying. But hey, we're gonna have an eatery now, so that's always good. Please don't be suicidal anymore. Thank you. We're trying to get a local business up for happiness, so let's go. Everybody can walk around with a smile on their face. I did not realize how sad our nuggets were gonna get so quickly. It's almost done. Boom. Delga has skidded into existence. What a landing. Now that summer is here, nuggets can finally swim again. Not that they will, though. There's too much work to do. All right. People are just going for amusement. Hair salon. Oh, so I built a hair salon, and people can just go and have a good time. Sweet. And then hopefully their sadness will go away. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. That's right. Get your smile on, girl. Hell yeah. We like it when you smile here in the town de Mathis. So we got an eatery with no food. We got a farm making food. He's doing some repairs, and we've got some fishing happening over here, but I can't actually do anything. 4681. Still hasn't gone up. Looks like the fish don't go up very much, if at all. Currently, anyway. Little nuggets still doing their thing. Swing back over here. Thirsty. How we doing on water reserve? We should be totally fine on water now because we actually have a ton of it over here. I can actually probably put a pause on this one. Just turn it off for now. And not use anything. And we can worry about that when the time comes. How's our food over here? How's our happiness? How's our food? Eating spots. Empty, empty. And I can't really do much in here. Ancient burial ground has been completed. All right, so with that completed, I'm actually pumped. Let's get a graveyard up, fam. Funeral pyre. Cemetery. When a respected member of the community passes away, we cannot simply throw them in a ditch. The cemetery will help grieving families recover their happiness at a faster rate. Also likely improve the smell. And then over here, death is such a morbid topic, and it does often leave quite the mess. While you can't ease an aching heart, there is a way to make the mess disappear in a flash. Well, more like a scorching inferno. But you get the idea. The crematory is the best way to keep your civilization clean and corpse-free. So out of curiosity, why one over the other? It's a little cheaper on resources to go with the cemetery. And there does seem to be like an aura around this. It'd be really cool to have it over here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Okay, what if we do the funeral pyre instead, then? It's a lot smaller. And we can kind of put it over here. Alright, you're getting a funeral pyre, guys. Let's go ahead and get traditional healing up so we can keep our people healthy as well. So this just has no food? Like, I don't understand. She's cooking right now. People are a lot less depressed. They will soon be adding new workers. Okay, nuggets have formed a new family. A lot of families popping up. Ooh, this is rare. Water refill rate plus 15. We should probably take this because this is considered a super rare. Let's go ahead and grab it. 15 minutes, but that's all right. Like I said, it's a relatively rare thing, so we're going to go ahead and grab it. And it looks like everything's going well over here. How's our food situation? We're still sitting at 30 food. Our food has really not changed. It's been sitting at 30 regularly, which is good. And it looks like the happiness of our village has been fantastic. Everybody are doing really well. The expansion is going out of control. They're just expanding, and doing their own thing. There's really not much I can stop them. I guess we could. We might want a new engineer's hut relatively soon. If we keep expanding, I don't know if 2 engineers is going to be enough. But we have so many freaking nuggets just running around at this point. And we're actually losing water out of our water reservoir because of how many people there are. So let's start sucking up water. Yep, now it's going back up. So 2 water pumps is exactly what we needed. He's a big... Shaho is a big nugget now. Congratulations, big nug. Welcome. Once we see the food start dropping below, we'll start worrying about it. But we're getting what, 6? So it must be like 31 total number of prepared dishes. I don't. So this 37 is how much water we're using. 60 is how much we are generating. So we're doing fine. At least it seems. Okay, stone hut, hospitals, and everything else is going well. Local business. I'm tempted to drop another local business, but I think I'm more tempted to drop another farm before that. I'd like to just drop it right there, but for whatever reason I can't, and I don't know what that reason is. And I can't do it over here either. Way over there I can. And maybe even over here. No? Not a lot of room for farms, unfortunately, it seems. But, yeah, we're starting to drop low on the food situation. Winter's coming. I think that's a part of it. Alright, so we have now a funeral pyre down. We actually have to stock it with wood, but that's fine. We have a lot of forest areas to pull from. Stone hut able to stand up on its own. Look at all these people just moving in. 1 child, 2 parents. Traditional healing research has been completed. Hospital. Whatever is going on over here is just not, it's not enjoying. Like, it's just too close, I guess. Over here I can drop a hospital. I just don't want to drop it on top of the we'll go ahead and drop it. I want to keep these here. These are like, we can pick these. Let's get a hospital up. Food is still going strong. We're actually running low on food, actually, pretty quickly. I think it's time we build another farm. I'm going to hold out on doing much else, like, building-wise. And I'm just going to work on making sure our food situation is handled. We may need to just do it over here. Just put a farm out here. That's a hell of a walk, but let's just go for it. Alright, so we've got ourselves everything. So the dew forecasting could be good. A bunker, maybe it's like good for like getting a bunker up and running. Maybe it's good for like super bad storms. I don't know. I don't know if weather can be super bad yet or not. I can't imagine a bunker's for anything else though. Whoa! As I live and breathe, that's, I can't see anything. Can I get above it? I can. So it looks like the whole planet is being smacked by something? Oh, yeah, it's the whole planet. That's really, really strange. Let's just swing back. Yeah, I can't see shit. Are they gonna die? They don't even seem to care, I'll be honest. No one seems to care. I'm gonna assign a nugget real quick so I can save it. And we'll unassign that nug. I can't see anything, man. It's actually like horrendous. I can't see. I have to scroll all the way out. But what better place to stop than here? Thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. If you are, you know what to do. Continue to let me know in the comment section below by hitting the like button. As always, sorry, I'm stretching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.